goes. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second and very short, Carr. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Going to try and throw on third down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they'll end up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Is good. Makes the score Raiders 7. Browns nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
14. First down, Browns.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down.
Tackled back at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Throwing, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make it.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. give it to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. He's got Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Caught left side, Williams. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
26.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
quick throw. It's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Flush to his right. It is caught inside the 5. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. There, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Browns 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Second down. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top. You become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play. And that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
after the INT. It's Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Raymond on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Out of his end zone, Mayfield. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Third and long for Mayfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And with a hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll have a first down past the 40. Right side here, and that's complete. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the gun, Mayfield. And the Raiders have got him. Raekwon McMillan came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And it's third down.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked up around the 37. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Khalif Raymond now. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up second and a yard at the 46-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
A run for Nick Chubb. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Browns get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there.
By number 26.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 25-yard line.
On play action, now Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he fires one that's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Marcus Joyner.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Quick throw, and Mayfield completes it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it. And takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
A try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score Raiders 35, Browns 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Raymond now on the return. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 46. He'll throw from the gun. And now here's another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Now I'm starting to wonder, Charlie, 5 interceptions. Is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if you're back.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
After the sack on 1st down, Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
The kicker on for the extra.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Raymond now on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Raymond on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown.
The kicker on.
And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Raymond now on the return. They juked him. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the...
And my goodness, another interception. Marcus Joyner with a pick. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Reception here by Rose. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Raymond now on the return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Browns on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
Complete.
14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And the key number on that play, 3.
First down.
Third play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. Mayfield on first down. And finding the tight end Hooper.
Mayfield.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And now here's another interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And a forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Raiders 63. Browns
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the